What if I told you that regular people are making $250 a day creating the most adorable children's book without even writing a single word or drawing a single picture? I know it sounds totally crazy, right? But what I discovered through my research completely changed everything. I found this amazing tool called Gravity Guide, and the results people are getting are absolutely mind-blowing. I'm talking about complete beginners, parents, teachers, or even college students who are creating professional quality children's books in literally 10 minutes and publish them on Amazon. So today, I'm going to show you exactly how this works, step by step. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to create your first children's book using AI, how to make it look super professional, and most importantly, how to turn this into a real income stream. And the best part, you can start today with zero experience. Okay, so the first thing that totally blew my mind about this whole process is how the AI actually writes the story for you. And I'm not talking about boring robotic text. I mean engaging, adorable stories that kids absolutely love. The whole story gets done in under 10 minutes. The first thing that you have to do is just go ahead and click the link on my description. And from there, you can go ahead and open your Gravity Guide account. Once you have created your Gravity Guide account, it's going to look exactly like this. And once we are over here, what we have to do is just go ahead and click in the AI block writer. And then on this section, we're just going to go and click in the AI tools. It's over here where we can see all of the options that we can create with the help of this AI. But I'm just going to be focusing on the book writing. And to create this book, we can go ahead and use the Kids Storybook Content Generator. But as you can see, we have Book Idea Generator, Book Outline Generator, and all of these options that we can use for the creation of our book. So I'm just going to go and click on this one. And now it's over here where we have to go and fill all of these sections to generate our story. So I'm just going to go and I'm going to add the title of my story, but you can even go and add a one-line summary of this. But if you don't have any idea of this, you can go and just add your title. Now we can go ahead and select the story type. So as you can see, we have all of these options. We have horror, ghost story, poetry, fairy tale, comic, fantasy, and all of this. I think for mine, I'm going to be keeping it on moral. It's in this section where we can go and actually select the age group for our storybook. So it's not going to be the same creating a book for a 5-year-old kid than for a 12-year-old kid. There is some structures that we need to follow so it's more easy for the kids to understand. So depending on who you want to create it for, you can go ahead and select from these options. So I think for mine, I'm just going to keep it for 0 to 5 years. And we can just go and select that. For how many characters you should include, you can even choose how many characters and their names. So if I want 2 characters and I want the name of the rabbit to be Linda, I can go ahead and specify it over here. But I think for mine, I'm just going to keep it on 2. Now we can go ahead and choose how many pages we want for this storybook. Since it's for 5-year-old kids max, I'm going to keep it on 10. But as you can see, you have many options. You can have up to 30 pages. And now we can choose between the AI mode. We have good, high, and elite. So I think for mine, I'm just going to keep it on high. And now we can go ahead and click in Create Content. And here it is. Gravity Guide have generated our story. Something that I really like is that it also gives us the cover image prompt. So if you want to generate these images with some other tool, you can go ahead and then just copy this prompt and it will generate it exactly as it described in this story. So we have the content and we also have the image prompt. So we can go and use this for the creation of our images. But something that I really like about this tool is that even if the AI already generated our story, but we would like to make some changes or add our own touch, we can still do it. Because you can go ahead and then just keep writing on here, just make some editing, and just make any change that you want. You can even go and use this AI generated story and then as base, and then from there, add your own touch. Here's where it gets even more exciting. And honestly, this is a part that made me literally scream when I first saw it. Remember how hiring an illustrator used to cost between $2,000 to $5,000 per book? Well, that's completely gone now. The Gravity Guide tool creates this absolutely gorgeous illustration that look like they came from a professional children's book publisher. And the characters stay consistent through the entire book. So if our character is a little bunny with a pink bow, it will look exactly the same on every single page. And it's over here where we have to go ahead and select the type of image that we want to generate. So over here, we're just going to go and I'm going to search for book cover. So I'm going to go select that and we can even go and select a template. This is completely optional and you can also go and do it without it. But I really like to choose a template so the AI understands which kind of image I want to generate. For mine, I really like it this one. I think it's very kids friendly. I think I would like my storybook to be in this kind of same style. So I'm just going to go and I'm gonna select it. Now over here is where we have to go and add our prompt. And this is where this image prompt gets very, very useful when we are trying to generate our book. So I'm just gonna go copy it and I'm gonna go and paste it over here. For our aspect ratio is gonna be in portrait and we can click in generate image. And here it already generated my image. And you can see it's so cute. I really like it. I really like that it says greeting by Mariana Montoya and I didn't have to do any design for this cover. So we can go ahead and click in download. Now to generate the next images for our storybook, what I will do so everything stays consistent is use the section of remix. So by clicking on this section, we can see that the reference image is going to be my cover. And now we can go ahead, copy our next prompt for the first page and paste it over here and we can click again in generate image. And now, as we can see, it already generated our first image. And I really like it. I feel like it's so cute. And we can click in download. And we're going to keep doing this to generate the rest of our storybook. But here's what it makes this opportunity so amazing. And this is the part that turns your creativity hobby in an actual income. People are publishing their first AI-created books on Amazon KDP and seeing amazing results. Some creators are making $180 a day just from one book after a few months. So because we're going to be creating these books for Amazon KDP, the last step to put all of the parts of our book together is go to my Canva account. You can even use Canva free. What we have to do here is just go ahead and put all the parts together. And to do this, I'm just going to be doing it by two parts. First of all, our cover book and then our book interior. So to do this, first of all, I'm going to go and select which kind of book I want to upload into Amazon KDP. This is very important because depending on the sizings that you want to generate your book, you have to follow some exact dimensions. So I will leave this link on my description so you can go and generate your own. And to do this is very simple. So we're just going to go select softcover, hardcover. So for mine soft, type of the interior is going to be premium color. The paper type is going to be white, reading direction from left to right. The units of measurements, I'm going to leave it on inches. And from here we can go ahead and select the measurements for our book. So I think for mine, I'm going to keep it on 8.5 by 11 inches. And over here, it's going to ask you to add the number of pages of your book. But don't worry, if you have 10, it's fine. But I'm just going to put 80 so we can get our template. So I'm just going to click in calculate dimensions and then it's over here where we have our template. And now we can go and click in download template. Going back to our Canva, what we have to do is just click in upload. Over here, we're just going to select the template that we just generated. So I'm just going to go and choose my template and I'm going to click in open. Now we can go and open it and we can click in used in a new design. So I'm just going to go click in custom size and then from here we just have to go and follow these measurements. So we have 17.43 and then we have 11, 24, 25, that's fine. So we can click in create new design. Now we already have the exact measurements that we need to follow for our Amazon KDP cover. And what we have to do now is just put the parts of our book together. So I'm just going to go, I'm going to click in uploads and I'm going to upload my cover. So I'm going to click in upload and there we have it. And now we can go ahead and then just add it into our design. So you should always have in mind that this side is going to be the cover and this one is going to be the back page. So I'm just going to go and adjust it so it fits perfectly in my design. I'm going to go, I'm going to do this and then I'm just going to double click so it fits perfectly. And what is very important is that you don't go into this pink area. Your cover always have to stay in the exact bleed that the template says. So what you can do is just go and turn the transparency down and then you can see exactly till where you can go with your cover. So something like that and then there and then you do the same for the other parts. And you do exactly the same from the back page. What I would recommend you to add in the back page is always what the kids can learn with this amazing story, what is the story about, and some information that you can add so parents understand why it's very important that the kids read this book. And I recommend that you always have in mind that this space is for our barcode. So you just have that in mind and once you have all of that, you can go and delete this template. Now we can go ahead, change the color if you want or add more elements if you want to. And now we already have the front and our back page. And now you can click in share and we can click in download and we can click in PDF to print. That is very important. And now you can click in download. And for the creation of the interior of our book, we're going to do exactly the same. Now we're going to click in create, but in this option, we're just going to click in custom size. Over here, I'm just going to change it to inches and we're going to add 8.5 by 11. And there it is, 8.5 by 11 inches. And now over here is where we have to go ahead and upload the images that we generated with Gravity Guide. So I'm just going to go make exactly the same, click in uploads. We're going to click in upload file and we're just going to go and select our images for that we generated with Gravity Guide. And there it is. We're just gonna go, we're gonna make sure that it fits perfectly. And for this part, it really depends if you want your book with bleed or without bleed. If it's with bleed, then you have to go and follow the bleed guidelines for the book. But to make it easier, I would recommend you that you put it without bleed, so you don't worry if it fits or if it doesn't. And what I'm gonna do is just go and add my text. And to do this, I'm just gonna go to the section of text, and from here I would recommend you to use the template since it's easier. I really like this one. I think it's a very kids-friendly option, and I can just go put it on here. What we can do is just go and add our text from our page. So I'm just gonna go once upon a time back here, and then just delete this part and then add this, and then just add the text. You can always choose if you want a different font, if you want a different style, you can just go and change it over here. So I'm just going to check if there is something more kids friendly. And to do this, I'm just going to go to the section of school. I really like this font for storybooks. I think it's very easy to read and it's very visually appealing. So we can go and use this one and add it over here and even change the color. I would say black will help us to read it easily. So we just go and add it over here. And there we have our first page. And you can go and keep adjusting your image if you want it more high or more low over there. I think that looks good. And you keep doing this with the rest of your book. And once you finish that, you're going to make exactly the same. Share, download, PDF to print, and you click in download. Amazon KDP is completely free to use. You upload your finished book, set your price, and Amazon handles everything else. Printing, shipping, customer service, you literally create once and you can earn forever. And if you don't know how to upload your storybook in Amazon KDP, I already have a video where I explain step by step how to do it. The link is in my description. Now, let me share the secret that separates people from making $50 a month from those that are making $250 a day. And it's all about picking the right topics. The most successful creators focus on what I call parent pain points. Think about bedtime struggles, picky eating, sibling rivalry, starting school. Books about their little ones who are scared about the dark become bestsellers because so many parents deal with that bedtime fears. Start by thinking about the kids in your life. What challenges do they face? What would make a parent's life easier? Those everyday struggles are goldmines for book ideas. Make a list of 5 common kid problems and you got your first 5 book ideas. And here is a strategy that really multiplies your income. And it's so simple that you will wonder why you never thought about it. Instead of creating random single books, the top earners create series, learning different lessons in each book. When kids love one book, parents automatically buy the rest of the series. Pick one character you absolutely love. Give them a memorable name and personality. Brainstorm 5 to 10 different adventures or lessons they could experience. And there you got a series that could generate income for months. I know that some of you are thinking, this sounds too good to be true. I'm not creative enough. I felt the exact same way. Every single successful creator I have researched started with those same doubts. The difference is that they took action. The beautiful thing about this opportunity is that it doesn't matter if you're 22 or 62, if you have a college degree, if you didn't finish school, if you're very good with technology, or if you're still figuring out social media. The AI does the whole work. You just bring the heart and the ideas. And now, I know that you might be wondering what this incredible tool costs. Well, traditional children's book can cost between $3,000 to $5,000 per book, and when you factor in writing, illustration, and design. Professional AI tools with similar but limited features can charge between $300 and $800 per year. But right now, you can get year access to Gravity Guide for just $97. And that's not a monthly fee. That's one-time fee access for a complete year, including all the future updates. And to make this completely risk-free, they are offering a 7-day money-back guarantee if you don't love the tool or if you don't create amazing books with it. Simply let them know and they will refund you every penny. Now, if you're feeling excited about this opportunity, there is one more thing you should know. Creating the book is just the first step. If you also want to learn how to get reviews on your books so you generate even more sales, I have put together everything you need to know of how to get reviews on Amazon. And the video is in the link on my description. I'm so excited to see what amazing books you create. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching and see you in another video. Have a great day.